ತಾಯಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಲಹುವವಳು ಹೆಣ್ಣು, ಅಕ್ಕನಾಗಿ ಸರಿ ತಪ್ಪು ತಿದ್ದುವವಳು ಹೆಣ್ಣು, ತಂಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಕರುಣೆ ತೋರುವವಳು ಹೆಣ್ಣು, ಹೆಂಡತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮನೆ ಬೆಳಗುವವಳು ಹೆಣ್ಣು. ಹೆಣ್ಣೇ ಬಾಳಿನ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಪ್ರೇಮಮಯಿ, ತ್ಯಾಗಮಯಿ ಈ ಹೆಣ್ಣು. ಸ್ತ್ರೀಯನ್ನು ಗೌರವಿಸುವುದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ. ಹೆಣ್ಣನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸಿ, ಪೂಜಿಸಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಗೌರವಿಸಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಹಿಳಾ ದಿನದ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. A very good afternoon to one and all. A very hearty welcome you to all to the one-day webinar in view of International Women's Day on Women in Entrepreneurship, organized by SVCE Women's Welfare Committee in association with IIC Cell SVCE. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devata. Where women are worshipped or respected, their divinity prevails and shines. With this great quote, I request Dr. Nirmala S. Gupta ma'am, Head of CSC and AI Department, to render the invocation song. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Divya ma'am. Mandharo dhare mokshamo rare daitya kulantaka pavana murte pada shubha rekha makuta mayura daitya kulantaka pavana murte pada shubha rekha makuta mayura mandharo dhare. Thank you. Over to you, Divya ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to welcome our Honorable Chairman, Sir, Shri V. Muniappa ji, and also our beloved Chief Executive Director, Dr. Shashir Muniappa, sir, to our event. But because of their busy schedules, they couldn't join us for today's session, but they conveyed their best wishes to us. Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome our today's chief guest and the resource person, Dr. Kali Kunisa ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of CSC and Chairperson CICC, HKBK College of Engineering, Bengaluru, to the session, ma'am. Ma'am, welcome you to the session. I cordially welcome our respected Principal, Sir, Dr. Nageshwara Gupta M, to the event. Sir, welcome you to the session. I heartily welcome our respected Dean, Dr. Poonima ma'am, and also I cordially welcome our Registrar Sir, Prakasha sir, to the event. Sir, welcome you ma'am. Welcome you, sir. I heartily welcome our IIC convener, Dr. Nirmala S. Gupta ma'am, to the session. Ma'am, welcome you. It's my pleasure to welcome all the HODs of various departments of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering to the session. Welcome you all. I cordially welcome our teaching and non-teaching staff to the event. Welcome you all. And finally, I welcome all the students to the session. Welcome you all to the session. Be a strong woman, so your daughter will have a role model and your son will know what to look for in a woman when he is a man. With this great quote, I now welcome Dr. Pratima ma'am, Head of Information Science and Engineering Department, to read out the brief CV of our today's chief guest and resource person for today's event. Ma'am, over to you. Pratima ma'am.
Yeah, Divya ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute, ma'am. Yeah. Good afternoon to all. Our resource person for today, Kalikunisa Madam. She is presently working as associate professor in CSC department, and she is having near about 20 plus years of teaching experience. She is also inclined with an industry, consultancy, training and development, and research. Exceptionally, she's been seasoned and dedicated engineering professor with a strong record in both teaching and administration. And Madam is committed to offering students the full-time attention and expertise to help further with their academic and professional goals. She has organized several STPs, FDPs, workshops, guest lectures, seminars, and expert talks to enhance the skill set of students, as well as attended a lot of FDPs in-house and other technologies. Madam's interest includes the reading and with a flair of listening to light music. She enjoys cooking and being self-motivated person. She exhibits self-confidence with a firm belief to the best and leave the rest to the God. So this all comes with our credit. Over to you, Divya ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for introducing our today's chief guest and resource person to the participants. Thank you, ma'am. A strong woman don't play victim, don't make themselves look pitiful, and don't point fingers. They stand and they deal. With this motivational quote, I now request our beloved principal sir to give presidential remarks. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, madam, and respected chief guest of the day. Good afternoon. Welcome to this particular event. All the department heads, and to be specific, I think most of them are engineers, so all women in engineering. Welcome all for this particular program. Still, yes, the IIC in collaboration with the other departments, they have started this particular event on this particular day, International Women's Day. Happy, but still, I could feel certain things that I want to share here. Yes, nowadays the things are changing, but still, we can see the assets maintained by most of the women across world. It is less than 5%. Still, the 95% of the whole assets that are available across world, it is still with the other side. Hope so. Now, by maintaining this gender equity, creating awareness, and especially the self-defense, not only during your there is where you are facing some tough scenarios, but even during the other times, that is when you are maintaining the family and other things, the self-defense is one particular art which every individual that they need to learn. And now we have opportunities. Earlier there only limited number of people have access to all these things. Now it is spread across the whole world. Every geographical location, they have all these mechanisms where you can learn and you can come out with all the key factors to lead your life and to lead the other gender, which currently dominating, there is the so-called domination that they say is currently dominating the whole world. So hoping all these things will be helping you and creating awareness. So you will be having your own rights, the equality and all those things in near future. Thank you and all the best for this particular event, and the organizers, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
A man does what he can. A woman does what a man cannot. With this, I request our resource person, Dr. Kalaikunisa ma'am, to start the session. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am. Please, you can start the session.
Ma'am, you can unmute and even on the camera also, ma'am. You are a presenter. Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Thanks. Ma'am, unmute, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you
Shall
can present
shall
and
we
you can
start, sir?
start the session.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all. Respected principal, sir, respected HOD, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. Griga Reddy, sir, all the staff members of Computer Science and Engineering and students. I thank the college for giving me an opportunity to share my views on women entrepreneurship. So before I can actually start off with what exactly is women entrepreneurship, I'm glad to say that today we all have celebrated Women's International Day, and we actually tried and understood what exactly is the significance. So before I can take over the topic ahead, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Khalifun Nisa, Associate Professor from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, HKPK College of Engineering, and I'm also the chairperson of CICC, College Internal Complaints Committee. So College Internal Complaints Committee basically looks into the prevention, prohibition and readdressal of sexual harassment. And I, as a chairperson, personally believe that there are only three things which can actually make a girl student more empowered, and that is education, education and education. So in my tenure as a chairperson of Women's Cell, uh, I have seen personally that apart from education, whether it is engineering education or any education for that matter, what I have personally observed is along with engineering degree, it is very essential for a girl student to develop confidence, to be courageous and to move forward without any fear. So these attributes a girl student can develop only when she is given an opportunity or she is involved in activities conducted by the college like seminars, conferences, networking events, entrepreneurial enclaves, then any personality development conferences or any corporate to campus programs. So once a student, particularly a girl student, involves in these kind of activities, I'm dead sure that she will develop confidence and courage so that she can actually refuse the abuse or any sort of discomfort which comes to her. I have seen several in my tenure, when my tenure as a professor in this college and also a CICC chairperson, I have seen there are, at least 30 to 40% of girl students, though they are good at academics, they have a kind of a fear factor. They hesitate to express, and they are not willing to come up and express what exactly is running with them. So this particular quality, I think, as faculty members, you and me and everybody, I think we need to have a counseling session for them and then make them bold enough so that once they are confident and courageous to express, probably in the days to come when they go to corporate, or be it in their home environment, or be it when they become an entrepreneur, or be it when they take up a higher study program either in India or abroad, if any abuse or any discomfort comes to them, a girl will be able to have the courage to say what is happening is not right, and she has the courage to voice over. And that is why I feel every girl student should be encouraged. Apart from a degree education, she should also be encouraged to participate in these activities so that it makes her more courageous. So with this, I place it on record that I'm highly obliged and thankful for the college for having given me this opportunity to share on women entrepreneurship. Just morning, we also had a program, and a lot of speakers had come. They were sharing their views on Women International Day. I also thank Professor Pundalik sir from CSE department for having identified my talents, and for having given me this chance to speak to the girl students so that they will have a know-how of what exactly is this woman entrepreneurship is. So before I can actually take you through the woman entrepreneurship, so let me just start like this. So we know that today Women's Day is organized by College Internal Complaints Committee or General Women's Empowerment Cell. So it's a great pleasure for all of us to celebrate this day. And there cannot be just a day to celebrate a woman, and every day should be a day where we respect the divinity of women. So today, women of all ages, they dare to challenge the odds and the orthodox mindset of society. So gone are those days. Earlier there was a lot of restrictions, but now you can see the girls are coming up and they are actually trying to build themselves up and then trying to conquer all the technology, and they're coming forward, and they're into corporates, they're into higher studies, they're also into entrepreneurship. So women actually has grace, and with grace and dignity, women has conquered, and she has faced chose to challenge, and she has broken the bias, and she has made a name for herself, and she has also led a team. So that's why someone has said that women are warriors fighting without swords and conquering through love. So this is the caption which very well matches with a woman. Now coming back to the topic about women entrepreneurship. So what exactly is this entrepreneurship, and how was that a girl student should get into a domain, and what are the possible options which are available to her, and what is the financial assistance she has to think about, and most important is what are the hurdles or the problems a woman has to go through when she takes up this entrepreneurship. Now, if you look at the corporate world, if you look at the corporate world, or in general, if you look at the academic life of a girl student in any engineering college, the academic life of a student is girl student in particular. She joins the college in the first semester and finishes off in 8th semester. Probably at that time, maybe when she's in the 5th semester or a 6th semester, she goes through a lot of apart from academic aspects, she goes through a lot of added value courses or activities, cultural, non-cultural, etc. That's what I was just mentioning. Now it's very important for a girl student to have an involvement in all this, so that tomorrow she will have a voice on maybe in the family if something is going wrong with her. Definitely, a girl student should be more empowered even at home. And the word empowerment is not just related to corporate. It can be applied to all levels. Unless and until we are empowered, what happens? We will not be able to identify what is right and wrong at home, or even in our corporate world when we take up corporate jobs, or be it even in higher studies or anywhere. So we are actually, we are hearing to so many news where, the girls are abused and they are treated in a wrong way, and some of them express, some of them don't express. So all this you can overcome only when there is a kind of interaction. I personally believe girls should put themselves forward with lot of networking. They, wherever possible, they have to network, they have to participate, and they have to involve themselves, so that they get a kind of a focus, so that they are able to deal with people in a very easy way and in a right way. So academics, it is all bookish, they can get it. But what is very important according to me is, apart from academics, a girl student should have an exposure. Now coming back to the academic life of a student, I was just telling you, she enters first semester and comes out in eighth semester. Before that, maybe in the fifth or the sixth semester, every girl student will be aspiring for something. So you ask any student, I have asked many girl students, maybe in fifth semester or maybe in the first semester itself, what is that during this induction program? What are your dreams? What exactly you want to become? What is the reason behind joining this engineering program? So immediately there are different answers, or they come out from the students. Some of them say that, yeah, for me, the most important thing, I need to get into a job, preferably, yeah, obviously it's a corporate job. I need to work in companies like Wipro or TCS or Accenture or etc. Some of them say, yes, I need an engineering degree. Why am I doing? I need to do my study abroad program. I want to do my MS. That's my dream. I want to go to US or I want to go to UK. I need a higher studies program. So that's the reason I have enrolled for this undergraduate program. Some of them say, yes, I want to get married. For me, education, yes, I need education. But after education, it's a marriage. That is what my parents have decided. So I think that's an option for me. And some of them say, yes, engineering degree I have done. Then I have some resources also behind. So my father is running a business, or my brother is running a business, or I have a family business. So I don't think so I should go and work for a 30-day salary. So what I need is, I need to take over on my business, and then I have to go forward. So for which I can't do it soon after my second PUC rather. So I thought I should have an engineering degree, because engineering degree gives me a lot of maturity, so that I can take over my business. So these are some of the thoughts, very, very encouraging thoughts, rather I should say, which comes from a student, girl student. So here, most of them, if you take the statistics, most of them, it's very encouraging. I wouldn't say it is wrong. It's a highly encouraging point here, to see majority of the girls, or I should say most of, at least 60% of the girls, they get into corporate. Be in any of the semester, probably fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth, or maybe after their engineering. So they get into a job, and we have seen many students being happy with the job, and then they're really enjoying their platforms. But the entrepreneurship part, it looks like it is lagging. Not many of the girl students are into entrepreneurship. We see many of the boys taking up the entrepreneurship, because as I said, they would be having a business, it's already set up, or if they are financially sound, they set up a business, and immediately, it's not a difficult thing, nor it is time consuming for them, and they immediately start a business. But what is the initiative from the girl student? Girl, actually, in fact, I have spoken to many girl students regarding this, because all the accreditation process, since we need, there should be some percentage of students in entrepreneurship, preferably for the women's cell. So I have interviewed many students, called many students, spoken to many students, to see if they have that kind of a spark in their mind to do some entrepreneurship, or already they are into entrepreneurship. The answer is very low. The percentage of students getting into entrepreneurship is very low, because there are certain reasons. I would like to just I'll just share it with you in another few minutes. And there are some students who go for a study abroad program. So the reason is they feel no, you ask any girl student, what comes to their mind is first vitamin M. Vitamin M means they think it's a money matter under double quotes. Under double quotes, they feel, oh no, entrepreneurship is business, it's very difficult, and then we have to shell out a lot of money. And when you shell out and start a business, there is no guarantee that it will succeed. There may be failures, there may be risk, and maybe I am not so matured at this particular point of time to start, or my parents are not allowing me. They say you got an engineering degree, go to a corporate, work for some time and get married. That's how it is. Then later on we will see what best can happen to you. So that's how there is a lot of lagging from female entrepreneurs. Even the present day government, Stand Up India, Startup India, it is encouraging, giving a lot of encouragement through various initiatives, particularly to women, to come up with all their innovative ideas. Particularly during the pandemic 2020 and 2021, where many of the women in corporate or some working culture, they reallocated because of health issues or because of job, and then various reasons, they have actually come out of their career. So even after the phase got over, 2020 to 2021, now 22, since things are stabilizing, again, during that time, many, rather than looking at many negative things happened during these 2 years, but many positive things also happened. Actually, the pandemic opened up a lot of opportunities. The girls in general, because since it's a women's program, I'm restricting only to the girl students here. So many girls came up with an idea. They came up with an idea. Recently, I attended a 1 month entrepreneurship program from NIT Suratkal. The same statistics I got to hear, where these 2 years has given a lot of opportunities to girls, because when you are at home or when your mind is free, obviously you try to think of something, some innovative ideas has sparked in their mind, and that sparkle has made them think of something. But the idea should not remain at idea level itself. It has to be brought back to an implementation. And how this can happen, again, there are a lot of processes, models are available. So maybe this kind of a lagging which is happening in women, that is particularly in entrepreneurship, so that has to be rectified. And many more girls particularly, they have to take up entrepreneurship. So when a woman or takes up an entrepreneurship job, see, normally if you take my example, so I am here working in this academic domain, that is in the teaching profession. So my case is very routine in the sense, morning we have to go to college and then complete the work there and come back in the evening. That means probably the day starts at 5 o'clock, finish up all the family obligations, come finish the work culture, work obligations also, and then finally get back again, take up the family responsibilities. There is something called log in and log out. And many a times, believe me, I have felt why this every day, morning going, coming, morning logging in, logging out. So I wish I had a business of my own. I wish, because I have seen many entrepreneurs, both male and female, they have their own business and they are the owners of the business, and they don't have this time restrictions. So they just, they have people to manage, or they themselves manage, but they don't have the time restrictions. So I'm not telling that because they don't have time restrictions, we should take up entrepreneurship. But even if they log in at 10 o'clock, they have their own, assignments and commitments. But then they are the owners. So they are not.
Ma'am, you're not audible, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are not audible. Kalikunisa ma'am. Ma'am.
Ma'am, you are not audible. Kalikunisa ma'am.
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆದರು ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
I think few minutes we'll wait, ma'am, because ma'am will join back, I feel.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Because her number is also switched off, it is coming. I don't know, might be what is the issue. We'll just hold on for few minutes.
ಎಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
Okay.